realness.
Okay, so as we start this video, check this out. We got that Metro trap phone, boy. That flip phone. I was going through some old shit, you know what I mean? Because after I heard, you know, the member from Zion I had passed away, may he rest in peace. And then, you know, if you guys have watched some of the older vlogs with me and Vel, we would go to some of the record stores and stuff like that. And, you know, Vel is into buying the actual records, but I don't think I want to like buy into the records. I kind of wanted to like buy the CDs, so he kind of like sparked that. And then hearing the Zion I's passing, and then I was looking through like old shit and like the box. I've kind of shown some of this stuff on the channel before, but you know, stuff like Trill TV, Block Report, like this now re-sparked something for me where I really want to make sure that I can buy a lot of this shit, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that in the video and whatever, you know what I mean? But a lot of these CDs, these are all just like literally all just Bay Area rap CDs, and now I've literally been on a hunt for that, like more than clothing at this moment in time. And I want them all. I want them all, because some of them are cheap, some of them are not that cheap. But yeah, I just had to like start the video out like that because that's just kind of what I've been into. And I know normally these videos are like pickups and shit, but I figured I kind of set the tone with that. So anyways, oh, also I do have some, I got 2 special guests on this video. I try to compile everything in this one segment for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah.
Limited edition shit, you know what I mean? Well, really, man,
Okay, that is comedy. That is comedy, bro. Smacked my own head. Yo. I mean, I knew it was close to my head, but I didn't think it was going to smack the back of my dome, bro. Oh my God, I gotta go repair this now. Day is for sure killed. Today is killed. It's over. It's game over. Man. Alright, I decided I'm gonna go see if somebody has a drone, because I have a feeling if I fix the camera, because I literally, since I like went full speed to the back of my head, and then I think it messed up the gimbal, and it also messed up the camera, obviously. Like, it doesn't even take off anymore, so my assumption is by fixing it, it's gonna cost way too much. Anyways, let's go check out and see if anybody got one.
2x optical zoom lens.
Now I'm just looking at shit. I don't know what this is, but this should go hard. Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm good off of that. So after all that, I bought the DJI Air 2S Pro thing. Mic is falling. Actually, I'm sorry, this is not Pro. This is the DJI Air 2. The S is like, I don't know, a sport version. I have no idea. I think it has more features. It can zoom. I was already thinking about upgrading. I was literally watching drone videos the night before. Might as well just go get whatever's the next best. This will tie me over for some years to come, so let's just check it out. Fancy. Oh. Opened it up. Let's see if I could take off the chain. Whatever, we'll use this phone. Oh. Okay. Now it says install. So basically, it's flying now. Alright, so I'm heading north right now. I'm heading to Haight Street because they have an Amoeba there. Amoeba is like Rasputin's, except a lot of the Rasputins in the Bay like closed down. For those who are not from the Bay, Rasputin's is like it was like a record store slash CD store when CDs were popping. But the minute CDs started dying out, which was like the years of like, I think that was like 2000, by 2013, 12, 13, like CDs were already kind of like going out, you know what I mean? Streaming was already a thing. Like people listening to music purely on YouTube at that point was already kind of becoming a thing. And I think that kind of sparked like within 2009. I don't know. My memory of those times is kind of blurry. But anyways, we're gonna head down there. It's like one of the last places in the Bay that's gonna have anything remotely close to buying like older Bay Area rap CDs. You know what I'm saying? Because like the box that I showed you, like everything in that box is really just kind of what inspires me right now. And now that I'm trying to like look for it all, I've been kind of itching to go to see what's at Amoeba. I'm pretty sure that's how you say Amoeba. And then they got a couple other record stores and whatnot. I'm gonna see if we can check those out, but we gonna figure it out. So let's head over there. There you go. Oh, they got Drew down. That's lit. Yo, oh my god, bro. Bailey the champ, boy. Okay, so this is what I picked up. I gotta talk about it now because it's like fresh on my mind now. I'm gonna go through each one. I decided to get the MF Doom, even though I was hesitant about getting the Doom because like I feel like there's gonna be a lot of copies of Doom that are gonna be floating around for years to come because he recently just passed, so may he rest in peace. Bro, so when I was in there, I know I couldn't talk on camera in there because it's like, well, one, it's awkward to like talk on camera, but I saw the sale rack and the clearance rack, and I got this Bailey CD. I don't know if it's focusing. Come on, I think it's $2. Bro, $2? The only people that would know this is if you're from the Bay. Oh, I just broke it. Oh, damn, this is some weak ass plastic. I literally just cracked it right there. When I saw this, I was show. Let me get that. Hell yeah. And oh yeah. And then, you know, open it up. It's got a little bit of artwork in there, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm getting more excited over this than talking about a pair of sneakers right now. Like, come on, this varsity jacket, they used to sell it on Market Street, and I bought it back in the day. Dave, if you're watching this right now, shout out to you. We took a 2-hour bus. This is a stupid idea. I don't know why we didn't just hop on Caltrain. We took a 2-hour bus because we had tokens or some shit. We got on a bus. That shit was 2 hours all the way down El Camino to get into downtown San Francisco. Hella cold that day and shit like that. That day I purposely didn't bring a jacket so that I could buy this jacket. Such a stupid, this is dumb. You know, matter of fact, I had this whole fit. I had Bailey's whole fit. You see, it's basically a Frisco varsity, which I wish they still made this. It's just like a basic Frisco varsity, black and white. It's got the big Frisco on the left chest or right chest, and then on the back, it's like this huge Frisco logo. And then that hat, I also had that hat also. Like, I had this whole getup besides the Marc Jacob like bust down watch, but I don't even know if that was real. Anyways, bro, this one I also picked up. I was just really surprised to see it in there. JT the Bigger Figure. Neighborhood Superstars, and he had the Game, E40, Young Buck, and Juvenile on there. That's crazy. I know if, you know, people didn't grow up with JT, which I didn't. By the time JT was already fizzling out as an artist and he wasn't making music anymore, I was jumping into like the Bay Area rap. So that was like, I don't even know, mid 2000s or somewhere around there, end of the 2000s, somewhere around there. Like, JT's name wasn't necessarily as mentioned, but JT the Bigger Figure is literally, he's a living legend. I don't know if like he's all there mentally right now, so to speak. I know that sounds kind of strange, but if you look him up right now, it's a whole different ball game. Him on Thizzler and all that shit. But JT is one of the pioneers in out of the trunk music. It was like JT the Bigger Figure, Too Short, E40, but just the Bay Area in general is known for out of the trunk. It's like selling CDs and independent rap, in the independent rap game. And that's why Hyphy was what it was. It was like the first time we were seeing a commercialized like unit of like compilation music in a genre where it was independent artists instead of being signed to a major label. Because here in the Bay Area, we don't have, I mean, we have major labels out here for, you know, artists and whatnot, like Empire and stuff like that, but that wasn't always the case. But people, when they think about the Bay and you think about rap music, you think about independent rap, period. Like that's what it is. And JT is actually one of the first people to really pioneer in that. Anyways, I don't even know why I know that kind of shit. This other one was not a Bay Area CD, but I had to get it. It was on clearance. It was the NERD with Pharrell and stuff like that. I think this is like, it's like $3. Bruh, this shit is dope. And it was literally the only Mac Dre CD they had in there. This actually might be one of his first mixtapes. One of his first mixtapes or CDs that he ever came out with, I think. Because this has California, yeah, California Livin', Punk Police. That's where he was, I believe that's the one where he was rapping in jail. I think Mac Dre was the first rapper to rap in jail off the phone or some shit like that. But yeah, this was basically his spark and his rise when he was still Leonard Street, Romper Room, from way back before Hyphy, Go Dumb, all of that. This was way before that. But it was a cool $10, you know. Also, I don't think I'm gonna take this one out of the seal. I definitely, so like me being inspired by this whole thing to buy all these CDs right now, a big part of it is that I like all the artwork that comes inside of it, like what I just showed you, like this type of shit. Like, I just feel like it was more, some of the graphics, they're just kind of like timeless for what they are. I wanted to make sure I had like a hard copy. Anyways, I'm juiced off of this shit. I'm finna just listen to some of this. I wish I could listen to it with you guys, but you know, YouTube will probably copyright the shit out of me, so I'm just gonna listen to it by myself. Call these fools, see where they're at right now. Looks like they're already late. Where you at, bruh?
Sitting in traffic.
Yo, hella late, bruh. How I show up, both of you motherfuckers ain't here though. How I show up, both of you ain't even here, dog. Motherfucker said we leaving at 4. I'm gonna be at his house at 4. Yeah, right.
Bro, but look, nigga, there's traffic where it won't be traffic at, bro. Be little shit, man. Shit annoying.
That traffic do be going a little crazy sometimes, but you know. What's up, Rara? How you doing?
I wasn't lying, bro.
Yeah, you weren't. Bro got the jabal. Wait, the first one you did was which color?
That was a white one. That was the super.
You try 'em on?
Ones I got. No, I didn't.
Oh, you just trust her.
I trust you.
I trust you.
She said, "Oh, you going to see? Tell him I said hi."
Hey, that's what's up.
Best R&B album of 2019. Easy, bro. Hey, what's that photo when the guy's like this? You know what I mean?
I'm assuming you're getting that.
Oh, 100%.
I'm already getting these. Yeah.
Oh, plug.
Yeah.
100%. What?
Where you find that?
What's the meme?
Yeah, where you find that?
Yo, look how much MF they have. God damn. Yo, getting over here. Getting that many? How many? How much are they? Oh, they're 4 bucks.
40 bucks.
Oh, 40 bucks each.
I mean, I'm only gonna pick a few of them though, but
Vel.
what? Oh my god. This is still for sale?
Bro,
Like they
a
haven't snatched this
DVD.
up?
Look at this. It's 3 bucks.
Are you gonna buy it?
No, hell the fuck
You
no.
gotta go to the clean version.
The clean version.
You definitely don't want to see the dirty version.
Wait, I
of
gotta go
this
show
shit.
Lonnie. Hold on, where's he at? Lonnie, you ready for this?
Shut the heck up.
$3.
Find me the dirty version.
So I mean, this is a clean version. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess he didn't care if I went back in. Because I think they had the protectors around him.
Got
Yeah.
you. Got
Did you get?
So I got this Pop Smoke album.
Who did the artwork for that album? What was the reason?
I think Virgil did it at first when it was the whole thing was just a
Yeah.
and they trashed it.
And then they changed it to that? Oh, okay.
Which is better? So I went with that. Then I went with this one, man. This one right here. This is
The
this
ooh
one.
wee.
Oh yeah, I'm juiced about this. I've never seen this vinyl before, not in person, so I had to pick that up. And then I got the artwork on the back and shit. Yeah, nah,
That's tight.
this that joint.
You're gonna open all of these, right? Yeah, you can actually use. Yeah.
And, okay, you know how when you're in the store in line, then they have like, I don't know, like mints or gum or any type of little candy right before you go to purchase. I've never actually bought a CD with that in mind.
Oh shit! Oh, yeah, I was looking at. It was like $10. I was like, yeah. Okay, for sure.
So I had to pick up the classic.
I think if I bought that one, I wouldn't open it, but I know what's inside is probably fire.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't plan on opening it. I'm just gonna.
Wait, you have the vinyl?
No.
Oh, I thought.
I got my beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy vinyl.
And 808s too?
No, but I'm looking for that.
Oh, the one we went to go buy was My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. I got some E40. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Had to. They had some of the newer E40, but then I already kind of know you need to buy all the old shit because it's like they literally only have one left. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then this one has
That's that joint right there.
I debated on it and it had Sprinkle Me, so I'm like, okay, yeah, no.
What do you know? What do you know? He in that SC. All my old school dope boys know that SC right there.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Yeah, they know that.
That's that motherfucking Sprinkle Me.
Sprinkle
right
me,
there,
man.
boy. And then of course they had the Mag Dre in there. You know what I mean? I have in the same video I got I think one of his first mixtapes he ever made.
Swear.
Yeah, or mixtapes or albums. It has California Living on there. So like, come on now, like Mag Dre. But it's funny, I can't find any of the Fizz Entertainment CDs. these are all pre-Thiz. This is before hyphy. This is
because it doesn't even.
This one's hyphy.
I mean, but it doesn't have the Thiz Nation
Right,
tag
but
on
exactly. It doesn't have Mac Dre's stamp or nothing like that.
No.
You know what I mean? So this is old stuff. So I'm happy with this for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, now you bubbled.
You already know.
You bubbled up.
What'd you get, Brad?
I kind of went in.
Did you? Yeah, you got a whole bag and everything? Did you buy the bag?
Nah, they gave me that with it because I spent so much.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's that Gucci thing, bro. Feel me?
Oh, you a tote bag boy now. Yeah. You one of them toters. Oh, look at, now the fit is more fire. Look at that. Hey, let's take a picture in front of a cement wall. Let's do that.
Boom, it's wrong right there.
That's a minimum 1,000 likes.
Tony I'll say no, it's you.
What'd you get, bruh? Oh, I want to see. You got a lot. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
my God.
I spent the bag.
Bruh, okay, okay.
Got the Nipsey, I got the Stony.
Which is what you wanted. Okay.
I got the Travi. Igor.
I'm surprised on that one.
Oh, no fucking way.
See, bro. See?
No fucking way. See how Lonnie do though? He don't even tell you that there's more shit in there.
I'm just, y'all skated off on me. I didn't
But
know.
look, what did I do though when I found that one? I was like, bro, get Lonnie, bro. I gotta show him.
Bro, y'all skated off on me, bro. I was in the corner by myself.
Piece of work.
Bro.
Our green classic.
Yeah, you got to, bro. Especially with.
Okay, all right.
Well, you know, I couldn't resist it. I said, you know what?
Wait, how much is it? Or it's all in the same price?
No.
No?
No.
Was that Mike Jack 20?
Yo, $20.
Boy,
Yeah.
super still.
So I would say driving out here was pretty worth it then, give or take. Right now I'm headed to Manny's or Foot Express. I always forget what the actual name is. Out in Hayward, because I need to look for a pair of size 9 sneakers for Creative Cloth, because I'm attempting to do like a not a lookbook, but just like actual photos of like some of the Haven Court denim. I'm linking up with him in a couple days, and I just want to get some like good photos or whatever, and then have the shoes and stuff like that. So I need to pick up and see if they have a pair of size 9. So let me head inside and see what they got. Okay.
When another man-child made wave embraces.
Hella hot right now. All right, so I did get him the. I was trying them on too, because I kind of, knowing me, I kind of wanted a pair, but it's just the all whites with the gum bottom. So I think this will work. That nobody had a pair of all whites. I went to like Champs, Chic, Foot Locker, Shoe Palace, which isn't bad. I tried on the 10. And my toe was kind of touching, and I already kind of knew, like, I don't think this is gonna work for me. But especially being an all white shoe, it's kind of like, damn, do I need it? Not really. Anyways, let's get out of here. What's up, man? How you doing? Nice to see you. Good. For sure. I think you can leave it here, man. I don't see any signs.
No, my shit got towed out here yesterday, bro.
Did it?
About $800. Had to get my shit back.
God damn.
Tax the fuck out of me.
Is it a pop quiz right now?
No, your shit.
All right. Well, anyways, I wanted to get you on. Welcome. Yeah, this is how it is. There's no other way to intro it.
Does
you
it
know
ever
what I
get
mean?
awkward? Like when you just like.
No. But I did. Like actually, like more than a month ago, or a month and a half ago, I'm like, man, I need to hit you up, because like when I first found your page, I didn't even know you were from the Bay, and then I saw an A's cap, and I'm like, this motherfucker, where's he from? And I was like, oh, he's from over here. So for sure, because there's not that many people out here that do this, But for the people that don't know who you are, let them know who you are. Like,
Shit, I ain't nobody. I'm just on Instagram.
Okay, Paxa sponsor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but find me on Instagram, Creative Cloth, K's instead of C's. But yeah, that's really like about it, bro. I don't really
Nah, man, you gotta let.
fit pics, shoe pics, anything of that nature. I'm still building, so I really don't understand like the gist of like what it is I do, like, cause what I do is really just.
I was
fun.
just about to ask that. So what do you deem yourself as? Cause like, I mean, me outside looking in, it looks more like a fit pic type page thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, how I got started was like the pandemic hit. I got laid off from work. And I was at home.
Where were you working before? Or if you don't want to disclose that up to you.
Yeah, that's for later. Because I ain't about to get no free clout.
Oh, there you go. I hear what you're saying. It started with an M.
Right.
Yeah.
M. But yeah, so I got fired from my job. And then, you know, everybody was deemed to stay home for 2 months, they thought. Or like a 2 weeks. Yeah. But then it spanned out to be like 4 or 5 months. So I was like.
And here we are in the new year.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, bruh, it's still not over.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta do something with my time. And I always was into fashion. So I was like, I'm gonna start taking pictures. First picture I posted was like March 22nd of 2020.
Oh, that's when it, like, literally that day is, like, when did they announce? They had, like, March 15th or something like that when COVID was announced, right?
My last day at work was March 14th. I think the March 16th was when they was like, okay, like, lockdown, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like, I can't do nothing. I can't interact with nobody.
Yeah.
I can only go to the grocery store, and that's it.
Yeah.
So now I was like, I'm gonna find something to do with my time, and that's what it was. So, like, that's how I started. I don't really, like, as far as, like, what I do, again, I do it for fun, so I don't think it's really a job. I just post my outfit pictures, things I like doing for fun in the meantime. Post art, post shoes, and post clothes.
So where did you start? As far as, I'm not saying when did you start your page, but like style wise, and like knowing that even that feeling of like I'm into clothing, where did that come from? Because it's always interesting to know where that shit started from, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's funny.
Or I mean, we already kind of talked about it a little bit, but like I don't know how far back you want to take it, but
no, yeah, it started back in like middle school, really, when I started caring about how I dress. Cause like I didn't have like the best confidence when I was younger.
Oh, okay.
People used to get on me all the time, just like roast, and I was like, dang. But like when I put on a fit, they'd be like, ooh, he kind of clean. He kind of clean though.
What
so
kind
then,
of
like,
fit is it though?
Okay. It was back in them jerking days.
Yeah, okay.
So it was like a big ass.
We need the breakdown. I need the breakdown. Go ahead.
Big ass white tee, acid wash skinny jeans, Levi's. That was my favorite pair of jeans. Acid wash skinny jeans with some Vans, and like you remember them. You remember them hats?
Vans?
You remember them like little, like they look like those UK type of hats where like you got the fur on the inside and it kind of got like the little.
Oh yeah.
One of those, but like it was clipped up at the top. Like I was raw. And then like, you know, every time I put on a fit, like it just boosts my confidence. So like,
yeah.
I just like the way clothes, like, or certain clothes, let's say, just made me feel after I put it on.
Well, was it because everyone else also was doing it too, or was it because of the music? You got into the music and then was like, you had to like, it's like dressing the part, so to speak?
Not really, because like everybody else back then in middle school, everybody wanted to play basketball. Everybody was into basketball. I was the only person that wasn't like on a sports team or like was interested in sports. Yeah. So like everybody wasn't doing it. It was just like, again, like maybe it came from like the whole jerking era and like that appeal and like you gotta look the part type stuff.
That shit was big, man.
Big. It was culture for real.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it was a very small time period.
Yeah.
It lasted from 2000. Man, people are gonna roast me for this if I get the dates wrong. I feel like it's 2011.
11 for sure, yeah.
To like 13 the most. I think it was like a
cut off like 2012, really.
Okay, so it was a year.
It might have been late 2000 and like 10, all of 2011, and like really dwindling away at like 2012.
Yeah, I think that was when the movement of like minimalist. So anyways, so after the jerkin style, what progressed after that? What were you like wearing and what were you like getting into?
So when I got to high school, so that was like middle school. Middle school was like, I care about how I look, but then like I gained my confidence in high school, so like I really didn't care. High school was like, I do not care at all. Yeah. Like I had the Air Max, as long as I had my shoes on point, it was good. Like so I had the Air Maxes, I had the Griffies, I had like all those type of shoes. So then like it didn't matter what I had on. I just like wear sweats every day in high school. Yeah. Cause like in high school, the theory is like, you know, it's just high school, especially like once you get to like a junior, like senior, Like you just show up to class.
Pretty much.
Like you don't care.
You get lazy with it.
Super lazy. So like I really didn't care what I wore in high school. Like I still flex the shoes and maybe throw in a fit here and there, but like it was just whatever. Basketball shorts or like jeans with the basketball shorts under.
Oh, so we came from the same era then. Dude.
Oh,
you know, I don't know why I did that shit back then. I don't understand.
Doesn't make sense.
Especially hot days?
Bro, doing it now makes me uncomfortable. It would make me uncomfortable. The idea of putting on underwear, basketball shorts, and then
you're stuck in a time machine.
Bro, oh God.
It would always be like, I don't know why all the guys used to wear the silver basketball shorts with like, I don't know what it was, like 501 jeans or like 501 Levi's back then, but the 501 Levi's needed to be crispy though.
Oh yeah,
it's
always.
not the same how people treat 501s now. People treat 501s like they're like you know, the vintage and like the orange tab and all this other shit. So all right, so then after that, so this is like right before, this is recent then. We're already kind of getting up to the time that
because I graduated in 2015 at high school.
Okay. Now, after that, did you progress into like, because by 2015, 16 is like all the Supreme shit, honestly.
Yeah, I wasn't really into that either.
Yeah,
like,
me either.
Like, I was just like, I knew about it, I was aware of it, but like, I've only owned maybe 3 things that was Supreme my whole life.
Yeah.
I had a, what's his name? Akira Supreme shirt.
Okay, got the collab?
Yeah. Had one of those. I sold that on Depop, bro, for like $70. Tripping.
No, how much is it worth now? Like a couple hundred?
Nah, you could easily sell it for a lot. But back then, like, it wasn't like, only the people that, I feel like back then, like, same thing with sneakers and like Supreme, like, only the people that really cared about it would have seen that as a steal.
Yes.
Because to me, it was just a t-shirt. Like, I knew it was Supreme, but like, it was just a t-shirt. You mean
like the longevity of it? Yeah, for sure.
Because I sold some 2000, when was the last Space Jam that they released? That had like the special box and everything?
I think I bought it. I don't fucking remember what year. It might have been 2015 or 16.
Something like that.
Yeah, something.
16, I think.
But they did a bunch. Not a bunch, but a lot of similar ones. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I had those and sold those on Grailed for like $125.
Yeah, they don't go for much. They still don't go for much though. Yeah.
I thought you could have did like, I could have did a little bit more, but $125 with the original box, everything.
Oh yeah, you could have.
I'm tripping.
You could have gone close to 3. Yeah. If you waited, you know.
Sat on until now.
Well, yeah, you're right. What's the
Especially after the movie just came out?
Yeah, ooh. Did they go up after that? The 11th?
Probably. I'm not sure. I wasn't really watching.
The Gammas too. Did you ever have the Gammas?
I wanted those.
That was kind of like if I couldn't get the Space Jam.
That's the ones with the blue bottoms?
Yeah. Those are hard. Those are
fire. Did they have a 12 version of that too?
Oh, they might have. I mean, so many Jordans, it's hard to keep up, you know? So, okay, so then out of that, and then COVID happened, whatever. So at what point, because if you guys don't know, like a big reason why again, like I said earlier, I'm getting you on here, I found you on search feed randomly, and literally the only reason I got gravitated towards your page is because it's different than everything else that I'm seeing. Like everyone else is literally, not to shame anybody else, you know, throw anyone under the bus, but it's like, it's just the same fit over and over, right? There's no like variation to how the photo is taken or anything like this. And then I see bruh, and he's like tossing shit in the air, and he's like leaning and stuff like that, 45-degree angle. And I was like, oh, this is kind of tight, you know? So like, where did that come in? Where, was it just like a random thing? You're just like, I'm finna lean on this. I'm gonna throw this shit in there. Did you just like throw something in the air? You're like, wait, that kind of goes. And they're like, I don't know. You know?
How it all started was, so what happened was one day I went to go take pictures. Okay. But like, I don't know, like when I was taking the pictures, like everything was like turned out ugly. I'm like, bro, this is weak. That's weak. But then like, it didn't even start with the toss or the leaning. It started because I covered my face with a bandana.
Oh, and you had a hoodie on?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
That's what started it. Yeah. That's where it was like, and I saw the attraction that got there. I was like, oh, like that's dope.
Before you keep going, what type of bandana was that? It has like a face on it, right? Or is that
that was before. This is before.
Okay,
that one was a Chinatown Market one.
Okay, got you. All right. Anyways, keep going.
So that one was one for my job.
Okay.
So I covered my face, and I was like, okay, like it takes away from like worrying about like how the person looks, into now you can't see their face and you're just looking at the outfit.
The fit, yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm rocking with this. And then the toss happened because I was like, I'm always thinking like, what other element can I add to my, you know, my pictures? How can I make it stand out from somebody else's? And the first toss I did was, It was.
Wait, was it the tote bag one?
Nah.
No.
It was a hat. It was an A's hat, and I had the A's
And it
varsity
fell in
jacket
front
on.
of your face?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first one I did.
Yeah.
And I saw the feedback I got. Everybody was like, "Whoa, what the heck? That's dope!" Like the hat's floating, and like people used to call me a magician for like 3 months straight. It was like the IG magician.
IG magician.
So after I saw that, I was like, okay, cool. Like people rocking with it. So of course I'm just like whatever I got near me, like the tote bag. It was just
everything.
Inevitable that I was gonna throw a tote bag. I was throwing the bandanas. I was throwing the hats.
The bandana gotta be hard to do,
bro.
Oh my god!
You have to and the crazy thing is, I'm doing everything on timer too. So like,
why didn't you do it on video? It don't work.
I don't know.
You can then screenshot it or something like. I don't know. I don't. Maybe that's your secret. I don't know. You know what I mean? But
you thinking a little farther ahead.
Oh, yeah.
I was just doing it because like that's the way I was doing it. So I was
at
like,
the time,
I'm gonna just keep doing it the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'll set a 10-second timer and I'll run over to the spot and I'll wait till it's about to. I'll wait till it's about to take the. Cause like when you do like a timer like, on the back end on your phone, it show like the flash will start blinking fast and then go boom.
Yeah.
So when I do that, I'll just. And then it just take it. I'm like, all right, cool. Like it's coming out, and what it does is it takes 10 pictures in one. So it would be like a.
Oh, cause the motion shot or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, got you.
So like even if I don't get it on that one, I'll click on select, and then it'll show me all the photos, like the 10 photos it took. So then one of them got it. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Damn.
I don't know how I started
That's
lean.
I
Lean was
like,
just random as. Honestly,
that's like I feel like it's one of those things. Objectively speaking, like if people don't know what if they're not into clothing, and then they see someone in like a corner of a building,
right? Like what the hell is
what
he
is
doing?
this guy doing? He's like setting a timer. He's like throwing this thing, and then like.
But that's why like I don't like taking pictures anywhere near.
Oh
like,
yeah,
people.
no, I
So,
hear
like,
that. I hear that.
Anytime I take pictures, it's like in a secluded spot or it's dumb early. Like most days, like if anybody follows me that like listening right now. I have like a pink and blue background that I use a lot.
I know. Yeah, I recognize it. Yeah.
I'm taking pictures like 7 a.m. over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's dedication over here.
7 a.m. I'm like out there because there's nobody there. It's open. Like nobody even gets there. And I do it on the weekends too. Because like it's one of those places where like people don't work on the weekends. So like I'm getting it all out that time. And like it's the perfect lighting time too. Like super early like that.
Oh, I know.
So,
I know what you mean. I'm the same way with drones. Like, I mean, not as far as like people seeing me, but I got to go to certain areas. I got to make sure the wind is not going crazy and all that kind of shit. So, but yeah. But anyways, keep going with the leaning thing. So how did that one come about?
I don't remember the first time I did it.
Well, wait, was it because the throwing shit was not that it was getting boring, but it was like other people were starting to do it, and then you're like, I might need to switch it, or was it just a thing that just happened?
I think it just happened because like people were because people still. I've only. Okay, listen. I've only fell twice.
Okay.
The first time I still have the mark right here.
Oh shit! Oh, see, you about that life?
Yeah. So literally, I'm carrying with this like my whole life now. This is gonna be a reminder. When I fell, I was like, damn, is it even worth it?
That means
if
people come up to you and you're like, yeah, I did it too. You're like, let me see your hand. Let me see your arm.
Let me confirm that. See, you ain't really doing it.
You didn't do it good enough. You need to come back to me.
But yeah, the lean was random. Like I don't even remember the first picture I did the lean with. It wasn't because the toss was getting like boring, because people still do it. People still tag me in it.
Yeah.
I just like again, I'm always trying to think of like what else can I do.
Yeah. So what? Because I understand that right now. Because I feel like you're like at a tipping point of like something like really breaking for you. Like not that that's really working for you right now. But there's something that's gonna happen for you where you're gonna figure it out and it's gonna get even bigger. But right now, since a lot of people are like copying what you're doing, do you? And I've seen your like Snap Story posts and shit like that. Do you feel like there's a lot of in the space? There's a lot of people that just don't give you credit for what you do. Because like just to put it on wax. I mean, I've never seen anyone else do that. So I mean, you've got to be the first person to do that shit. So, like
easily, yeah, that's a lot of people. Like there would be people sometimes like, and the thing is, I don't go looking for it. Yeah. So like, people would assume that I'm on social media a lot just because like I'm on Instagram, but like, I'm not on social media a lot like that to like discover somebody else's pages that's doing it. Most of the time, it's somebody tagging me like, hey. Like they'll just tag me, and now I'm like, what the heck? Somebody just tagged me in somebody's post, and I'll see it, and it's like, oh, they doing a lean. Yeah. They don't use the hashtag, or they don't like give me credit, so I'm like, oh, okay. Like, so really, the people that follow me be looking out for me for real. Yeah. They'll tag me, or they'll be in their comment section saying.
Well, does that make you feel like some type of way about it or whatever?
That people are doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the most recent one was a dude that was like, he had 703K on Instagram.
Jesus.
Like, and people.
Is it a FitPic page? What is it?
Yeah, FitPic page.
Oh my god.
And like, he from the UK, so
Yeah.
like, he probably saw somebody else that was in the UK doing it and thought they created it or whatever. But
Yeah.
like, I read his comments. They're like, "Oh my god, you're so creative! Wow, like, that's so dope. That's so unique." It's like,
yeah.
people don't even like. That's why you give credit, because like, you over here taking credit for it,
Yeah.
and you didn't even start it. You just catching on at the wave, because I've been doing it for a year.
Yeah. So,
Actually, no. That just reminded me. The first
over
lean,
a year now.
Yeah,
Over a year.
The first lean picture was last year. It was 2020, like in the fall. Let's see if I can even pull it up. But that's the first time I ever leaned.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
This sounds like you drinking lean or something. That was the first time I ever tried the lean, you know? Like, bro, what?
Yeah.
We're talking about FitPics.
Yeah, it definitely it makes me upset, but then like a lot of people would DM me and be like, "We know the truth," or like, "We know that you the originator of this," and like they'll either go in the comments and like flame them up. So at this point, I just charge it to the game. I mean, I wish that dude would have tagged me.
It's better to know that that's happening.
Yeah.
Because basically what you did went so far. It went halfway across the world. And like, it is, eventually it's going to get to a point where that's uncontrollable. It's very similar to, you know, Paperboy? He's from the city. He's a rapper or whatever, but he's the first person to drink milk out of a Yeezy. I know it's random, weird.
Yeah, I was about to say what?
Random, super random. Yeah, but he was the first person on the internet to drink milk out of a Yeezy. But then everyone else started copying the shit. But you know, at this point, if someone does that, we're not thinking about who did it first, so to speak. You know what I mean? So,
well, that's why I think it's so dope about this generation is because people are ready to call people out.
Oh yeah.
At the drop of a hat, because people were like, I didn't even tag the dude. Like I posted a picture on my page, I didn't tag him. Because people would have just went straight to his comments and like flamed them up, and like I'm 24, bro. I don't really like. I'm not about to sit here and beef with somebody that's in the UK.
In the UK,
right?
Hey, you leaning over there? What you doing?
I'm like, I'm not about to be beefing with this man. He live in the UK. But yeah, people be so ready to call people out.
Yeah.
So like, if I really wanted to, he probably would have tagged me in this post. But like, it was already up for a full day when somebody tagged me in it. So I'm like,
yeah,
it's whatever.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
So
I feel that.
But yeah, I found it though. This is the first time. This
you
was
can show it to the cameras. Make sure it focuses. There you go.
October 4th. This is the first time
Let me see the
This is the first time I did it. Literally.
So what's the lowest you've gone, like as far as like falling? And have you thought of ideas of like maybe if I fall off my hands, I can catch it like a push up?
I've done that.
I was like,
so like
that's a far drop, bro.
If I show the bloopers, it's even funnier because there's been times where like I do the burst shot, and then the last picture would be me.
Yeah.
On the floor.
You're like planking over there.
Literally, it'd just be me on the floor flat. So yeah, I've got pretty. I think the lowest I got without actually falling, like it's probably like right here. So like I started up here and I probably got right here, and I was like
pretty fucking low.
I caught myself. But like every time it's hilarious.
That's what's up. But so after, not after this, but you're still doing that. But what do you think right now is like your focus as far as like your page and like the creativity that you're putting towards it? Is this something that you're just gonna keep doing, and or is there like something in your head that you're gonna switch up later on that people might want to see?
I think I'm gonna still do like the fit pics and everything. Yeah. I'm really into taking shoe pictures now and kind of like reimagining how you either tie laces or how you wear shoes or whatever.
Yeah, that dunk one popped off. That got like reposted on a bunch of shit.
Crazy. There's like 4,000 likes on that.
Exactly.
I'm like, what the heck? But like, you know, people like dunks though. So like, like, people go reshare regardless. But
it's like twisting one little tiny thing, right?
Yeah, because you don't need to recreate the wheel. You just need to
definitely not.
Just like tweak it a little bit to like where it's you, and like you don't see nobody else doing it, and like
it's like that remix shit that we talked about.
Yeah,
it's like remixing shit, you know, or a mixtape type beat.
But yeah, I'm gonna still do that. Just because like I find joy in that. Yeah. So like once I stop having fun with it, that's when like what's that line? Once I'm stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it.
Oh. But like okay, I like that. I never heard that one.
So yeah, I'm gonna still do it, but like I'm trying to work on a brand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dropping bombs. Well, actually, I did know that you're starting. I think you mentioned it to me on a live. I can't remember, but all right. So tell us about that. So how long you've been Is this something from the get? You're like, I really want to do this, but I need to build this page up first, or I don't know how did that process work for you?
So I actually started a brand back in 2016.
Okay.
Had like my first batch of shirts, sold those. Had a second batch. That batch did dog like nothing like that.
It was the excitement of the first that didn't last for the second. I hear what you're saying.
Literally, like it was dog. Like did not turn out well. Like wasted a bunch of money. I'm in college, so I'm like, I can't keep doing this. So I kind of just fell off with it. I still always wanted to do the idea of having my own clothing brand. Yeah. But I didn't build the page to like kind of build up this like reputation, like he knows how to dress. Like it kind of just happened now. Yeah. That if I, you know, when I do come out with like merch. Yeah. Like they go tied together because like, oh, like I've built this reputation, like being on Instagram and like styling things. They're like, okay, like he's a reputable source because of this. Right. Right. But I'm just like it's just more convincing. Yeah. At that point, yeah, makes sense. So I'm just putting more time into it. I'm not trying to rush and like drop something, especially like with the way things are now. Like there's so many factories overseas that's getting closed down or just like due to COVID issues. So I'm really just trying to hone in and try to find.
You already started a page for it?
Yeah, but it's like
what have I seen it? What? I've never even seen the page. What?
There's nothing on it though. It just
that doesn't matter.
It's the same.
What does that mean?
It's the same page from 2016. Yeah, so if you go, yeah, I haven't reposted it because I'm like, I'll just wait till like it's an official thing.
Yeah, that should delete it.
Right, I'm trying to figure out. It's still on my phone.
Okay, is this the same name from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same name, just a different concept. Like back then it was just really immature. Like not in the sense of like the clothes were immature, but like it just wasn't a fully fleshed out idea back then.
I've been through that route. Like you're in college and you're trying to start a brand and it's like I'm using my college money.
Literally.
Like it's like maybe I shouldn't eat this time and then I'll buy these t-shirts and then the t-shirts don't sell and you're like, well, I'm not eating at all.
Exactly. I'm still sitting on inventory from back then, bro. It's like it was that bad.
Oh, I am too. I am too. Yeah. Oh yeah. I can go back right now and go with this in a suitcase.
Hey, the funny thing is, mine's in a duffel bag. So you know, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know.
You just sometimes you're cleaning up and you're like, yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? Damn. Oh. So are you getting more into your brand? I know you haven't really done too much yet with it. You probably put more thought into it, but is it going to be something where it's like just tees right now, or is it like really like you want to go a full cut and sew type beat?
Really, I wanted to like, just because of like the way the market is right now with clothing brands and like there's so many t-shirts and like, all this ridiculous out there. Yeah. I'm really also into like home goods as well. Okay. Like I try to find a supplier for like mugs, but like you know who Brain Dead is, right?
Yeah.
Brain Dead, like they do like that's like my idea of like if I was a
they like, just do like a bunch of different
different stuff, but like home appliances, like I think it's dope. Like,
yeah, no, that's tight. Yeah,
I want to get into like homeware accessories and like get into like clothes too, but like I don't think it'd be like cut and sew. Like it'd just be like t-shirts and like this, and like I think the focus would be like home goods. Like I mean, it's like rugs are big right now. And, like, I can imagine having a bunch of rugs and all that. Yeah, so kind of just like Brain Dead in a sense.
That's dope that you said that, because I think one of the biggest misconceptions when people start a brand is like, I'm gonna do t-shirts.
Yeah, t-shirts, just like you know block text and just left it. Yeah, like, that's my brand.
I got this 12x15 area I can screen print on, and I'm just gonna do something right there. It's like, man,
one or two colors, so it won't be too expensive. So.
Yeah. That's why I held off on doing t-shirts for so long, because I was like, bro, like, you guys all got 1,000 t-shirts in your closet. Right. What's so special about this one? You know what I mean? So, well, that's tight though. So, I don't want to keep this too long, but what can we, expect next from you? I know we kind of talked about that already, but what's kind of coming as far as creative cloth is concerned?
Man, I'm gonna start streaming once I actually once I make my move, like Twitch streaming.
Okay.
Just because like that's also another thing I want to do. Gamer, but like also like a react, but also like in a sense just talking to people on a different platform. Yeah. Because like right now, I don't get on my story and talk a lot at all. No. Like, most of it is just like static images of me typing text. So like I want to just like bring it to another level of just like interacting with the people that follow me. Mm-hmm. So I plan on streaming. I'm continuing to do creative cloth on Instagram. I don't know about TikTok. TikTok just.
Oh, I forgot to ask the like that interview type live
Oh yeah, that's gonna continue.
Yeah.
This last week, it was just like a lot going on, so I couldn't like really get to that and actually do the live. But it's gonna start back up next week.
Yeah. So like, what? Well, we'll get into that too, and by closing this out. But by you starting that, what made you want to do that? Because I don't think. I think there's some platforms that do that idea of like taking other people, interviewing them or whatever, but I don't really see it in this space. I feel like I'm me saying that someone's gonna murder me. They're gonna be like, yo, what about this guy? I'm like, oh,
bro, what? I'm gonna drop 6 names that you've never probably heard of, and then they're doing it.
Damn, that's messed up.
I wanted to do it because, you know, there are people doing it, but they take it from a standpoint of like, you know, tell me about your artistic appeal and like how do you
what inspires you,
like,
bro?
People really like I get questions every day in my DMs. I have 100 plus requested DMs that I haven't opened, and it's always just like, how did you get started? How do I do this? Like just getting straight to the point. Like, how did you get started? What would you say to somebody that's starting out right now? How do you build your account? How do you like? I want to create the lives for that purpose of like just getting cold hard information from individuals that either have made it or in this space where like they have a reputation based on social media. It's because it's like I don't care about what Kanye's drinking, like what's like his favorite coffee. Like I feel like there's a bunch of questions that go in podcasts where it's like, why did I want to learn that? Like, tell me an interesting fact about yourself. Like,
it's like a filler.
No, I don't really care. So yeah, it's really just like a way to get information quick and also like build some type of motivation because like, you know, we all started at 0. And you know, we've got to where we are now, so. I think
the reason why people do ask that question is because in this space, there is no clear answer. You can give an answer and be like, yeah, do the same thing, but do it different, remix it. And the person is just like, huh?
Right.
The fuck
what do you mean how do I do? Explain that.
And then they're
What's
like,
the difference?
I'm supposed to do it like you, and it's like, no, think outside the box. Like there's many things you can do. I'm not gonna come up with it for you, but you know, that's why it's like direct but crazy vague at the same time. But I'm glad that we linked up because like I feel like you're at a turning point where you get it. Like I don't know, I think maybe 2 years ago, right? You started this a year ago now, right? But a year before COVID, if I had this conversation, I think it might have been like, what do you mean? But right when things like click for you, you're like, oh, this whole time I could have been doing this.
When you start understanding it, you like piece together the pieces that are missing out before. So that's kind of like, I want to bring the pieces to people. But like, again, you could give people the knowledge to like go be successful and be a millionaire right now. I'm not saying I'm a millionaire because like there's a bunch of podcasts out there like that have valuable information. But like if you don't apply that information, like you just go be
1,000.
You just go be sitting there. You just go
be the same person.
So
asking the same question.
So how did you get there? But then also like you said, I'm not trying to make this long, but I think also another thing is people, like, it's good to have inspiration from people and take inspiration from people, but people, you need to like, I think people should really just hone in on themselves because you have the answers to what needs to be done in your life. So if you really just hone in and like figure it out what it is that like makes you unique, you could figure it out. But a lot of people go source their inspiration directly from somebody that's already established and has this, you know, their staple or like they have their unique characteristic, and then like you kind of adopt that. So like on my page, I don't follow a lot of big accounts at all. Like I don't follow Kanye, I don't follow Virgil. So
it doesn't influence you.
It doesn't influence me. It doesn't like you know, pretty much feed this pipeline of like the same thing. Like, cause I'm gonna see those pictures regardless. Like,
it's gonna be on your feed.
Somebody's gonna repost it. Somebody's gonna post it on their story, so I'm gonna see it, so I don't have to follow them to get. Like basically,
if what happened is big enough, you'll end up it'll end up in your.
Kanye's wearing the face mask. Whoa. Like, okay, cool. That's another thing I did too. That was like different. Was like the Roshash.
We didn't even talk about that. Yeah, that's right.
I wore that for like 2 months straight.
You're like known for that. Like people make drawings of you of that. Like
literally.
Like if you wore that in public, people will know who you are.
And I don't like it's completely going down for my page. Like, so if I was to do it now and somebody that just followed me yesterday,
it'll be new.
They're like, what the? This is different. But
yeah.
So yeah, I'm just. Yeah,
no, I see what you're saying though. About I think that's the question you asked me last time about like living here. and like I guess influence and like what kind of content I push out, like, and how that influences me. Like like I said before, like there's not, and what we were saying in the car right here, like again, there's not that many people out here that do what we do. So I always felt like, bruh, like I have to copy these people out here in New York, or I gotta do what they're doing in fucking whatever, you know what I mean? But then come to think of it, I'm like, nah, why don't I just show you guys what's happening here?
Right.
Like, you might as well just do it, because that's who you are, you know, at the end of the day. So,
and people, like, that authenticity, people rock with that way more than they rock with somebody that's from the Bay Area trying to claim New York, or like New York
yeah,
fashion.
for sure. Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you rep, if you, not saying you have to dress like where you're from, but like if you rep your city,
Yeah.
or like rep the area that you
It's
in,
organic.
yeah, it's more organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people out here, they'll try to like copy that.
Well, eventually it's just gonna be fake pumping. Later on, is people like, wait, if you're a full on page, I thought you're from Japan, bro. You're from Daly City. Wait, what the hell?
Dang.
Dang.
That sounds personal. That sounds personal.
Nah, I should have said some other city, huh?
Right.
Oh, you from Hayward?
Somebody gonna be in the comments. You talking about me, bro?
Anyways, appreciate you being on.
Yep, bro.
And hopefully you don't move too soon. You know, stay in the Bay and you know, figure it out. So I appreciate it. All right, we're heading out and we're dropping off all of the priority that you see back there to the post office, and I got one more trip. I just want to say thank you to everyone that had a chance to get the denim. Like I stated before, this took forever. Like the beginning idea of this, the ARC denim was actually back in February 2020. So like right before COVID hit is when I started making these. And then finally it coming in, and just so many delays. And that was this pair of denim was the first pair I ever worked on, and it was supposed to be like my, not contribution, but my way of making a pair of raws that can fit in the category of things like Red Monkey, Baby, Visu, you know what I mean? Like the Ed Hardys back in the day, of like some kind of motif on the back, a signature motif. So I have other ideas of like using the same design and then kind of like changing the colors, or like still using the ARC logo, but we're gonna, I don't know, switch it up, do different types of fabrics and stuff, very similar to what we've already seen with other street brands. But again, let's go ahead and drop this stuff off, and again, I appreciate everyone's support, you know what I mean? How you doing? Oh, look at you, baby. Okay.
Changed my mind. Hey, man.
Do it for SneakerCon.
Do it for the SneakerCon. 2 hours max in these joints. Ain't coming up.
Yeah, bro, this is so much like I'm not even looking at the booth. I'm just like walking through this crowd. Bro, it's nuts that this is even here. All the other SneakerCons, they never have fitted shit.
True.
You know?
True.
It's nutty how like the trend
it
changes.
It just got popular,
Yeah,
right? But we've been doing this shit forever.
A long time.
We've been doing this shit since high school.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad to see that it's coming back up.
100%. 11. Those are fucking sick, man.
Oh, these are small sizes.
Okay, in person it's not bad, you know?
After 12 years of waiting, they better be all right.
Yo, take it or leave it, bro. What do you want to do? What do you want? I'll let all them shits go for 13 too.
What the hell? Like, this is like Complex Con boothing.
That's what this feels like, honestly. It feels
Yeah,
like Complex Con.
and also the space is way bigger this time. Yeah, what's up, man?
I have a clothing brand. I was wondering if I could give you one of my t-shirts.
Yeah, I'll take one.
One of my friends, he's locked up right now, and all our drawings are his drawings.
Cool, man. Appreciate it. What's your name?
I'm Johnny.
For sure. And you have like a card or something like that? For sure.
Rich
Cool.
man.
I'll make sure I'll tag you guys.
We're out of Oklahoma, as you can see.
Oh my god. Oh, this is for Hawaii, right? How the hell did they get them here?
11 minutes.
It literally dropped like yesterday. Oh, really?
TV, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. What's your name?
Kobe.
Nice to meet you.
You looking for anything specific?
old G pair of Air Forces? Any babes this? That's a no. He's like, no. You guys didn't barely this whole event. You ain't gonna find that.
Yeah, you gotta go to eBay, bro.
You gotta go to eBay. Well, nice meeting y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, take them a business card. If you need anything, just let us know. More than likely, we can source it for you if we don't have it.
You guys from here? Where you guys from?
He's from SF, and then Oakland.
Okay. Dope. Hell yeah.
Like, if you
You like me yet?
shut the fuck up.
What's up, man? How you doing? Where's Jacob at?
Right here.
Oh, what the fuck? Guys, my friends. Yo, what's going on? Oh God, don't, please. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Nah, man, you too famous out here, man. You too famous, bro. No,
Easy pulled up. Hey, Redemption. Wasteland sucks, but Linda's.
Oh, you liked it? Oh, there you go. Okay, for sure. There you go. This is Bill. This is Ruben. I'm glad. I was like, getting here, I'm like, he better like the sandwich, bro. He better like the sandwich.
The meat, pause, hella good.
Okay.
Hella good. So good. Very flavorful.
So good.
Come on, dog.
Jesus.
Flavorful meat right there.
Flavorful meat. All right. By the way, that t-shirt is crazy sick, bro. That's dope. Is that like actual vintage or like a remade one?
I want to say like 2001.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's sick, bro. I've never seen like a Bay Artist vintage tee like that. Wait, what is this, Ruben? Tell us.
The authenticity check with an 89% success rate.
89, bro. Hold on. I need more than that. I need at least 99.
I need a hundo. Or else I'm taking my own word for it.
That's Mac J, boy. You see that?
Is he ghost riding?
I don't know, bro. That is kind of hard. It's like how it's coming out like that.
Yeah. They got Mac Dre on the front, on the top of the cone, and like.
Sick, man.
Easy, right?
Yeah, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure. This is dope. I wanted this pair. Wait a minute. I don't know. You get those though. I just want to advise you. You should color that air in a little bit with something. Just put something right there. You might want to fix that. Yeah. No, this is Virgil Abloh of Louis Vuitton Air Force One. Stop it. I don't know. What you think?
Oh, they kind of hard.
They got.
Yeah, and the MJ's right there, boy.
And the disco balls right there. That's kind of tight. Wait, those are not.
And they are for sale.
Okay.
They are.
Oh, that's you?
I just got the vintage stuff.
I'm like, okay, baby.
How crazy.
That shit is dope, man.
I think the asking on this, my buddy wanted 8 for it. I'm broke.
What? Isn't it way more than that? Isn't this thing like $3,000?
No, 8,000.
He wanted 8,000.
Oh, he wanted 8.
Yeah, like retail's like 6. Pretty sure, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute.
I don't know. I'm not an off-white guy. Like, fuck it.
You don't like it?
Well, it's actually not off-white though.
Oh, yeah, it's Louis.
Yeah, it's Louis.
Sorry, Louis. My bad.
Yeah.
Cool, early 2000s joint. You remember how Dior did the Hajime Soriyama collab with the sexy robots?
A little bit. Oh, yeah.
Smith, Hajime Soriyama.
That is a hard t-shirt. Like for a graphic, yeah. How much they want for that? Oh, it's like an old AAA. Look at that.
It's not worth 200. I paid.
Let me see the tag. Let me see the other tag.
I want to say I paid like $80 for it. 200 is a little bit.
Say that again.
The only pigeons I can afford.
That is hard.
Excuse me.
The old ones.
Do you have any mini Babestas?
No Babestas. Not
What?
right now.
No love for the Babestas?
She did.
Do you not fuck with Keezy? It's crazy. You don't fuck with Keezy? It ain't easy being Keezy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy out here.
Especially when you want to hunt for some babes.
Exactly, man.
There's not one pair in this whole event. This is a sneaker event.
No Babestas.
Not one. Not even in the mini, bro. A snakeskin, bro.
Yeah, I have my...
Oh, there you go.
Oh, it might have, man.
He was just wearing those.
Little Air Force.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. Said he was just wearing those.
He was just wearing those yesterday. You could have them attached to your keychain while you wear them. That's fire.
Put them on your Avon Court keychain.
You need a fit pick.
And then we get you a white tee keychain.
And with the fit that he was wearing, he had his keychain dangling from his little belt.
Hey, look, he already got the denim keychain.
Yeah, it's
dog.
You need that.
You need.
He'll have his whole fit. He needs a Balenciaga tee. A Balenciaga tee keychain just hanging from it, like with a little keychain hanger.
Yo.
I've never had this much pressure to buy a keychain.
How much are these?
God. Yo, that is
12
fucking
each?
comedy.
Let me get these.
No, don't bother me,
get
dog.
these.
What the fuck? No. I got it.
You're gonna get him, cuz. You're gonna get him, homie. That's your keychain now. Yeah, let me get that, bro.
Look at that. Look at that.
We got him the keychain.
Bro, why did you buy that for me, bro? What the fuck?
Look,
Spoiled.
Look, you even got your individual sneaker bags. Look, individual sneaker bags. Put the whole thing in there.
You don't even treat me like that.
Yeah.
I drove.
And I drove. There you go. There you go. It's not gonna fit in the sneaker bag.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, man. I got a pair of shoes, guys. Major pickup.
Sneaker con
pickup. Big
con
flex.
cash out.
Super hype kicks, bro. Oh my god, bro. Crazy resale.
Sneaker haul.
Sneaker. What size are those Rockefellers? 9.5. Damn. Can I see them? How much are you asking for? Dog, like I usually every sneaker con they got one pair. Yeah, no, nothing. I don't know if I'm ever coming back, bro. I'm already kind of done. I just want to let y'all know that.
These are not dope though. Hey.
The varsity go crazy, play. Where we at right now?
We're on Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? My friends.
On Road Road in Pittsburgh, man. Got my mind.
Mad Dog! Mad Dog!
He'll be over here.
Come here, man. Hey, quit acting shy, bro. Come here.
Hey, here, this is
Talking to
Yeah, I'm thirsty, man. You only drink one drink.
one
Guess
drink?
what that is?
What's that?
King Cobra.
There you go.
Shit. And that's a real Honda.
That's a real Honda. That's a real Honda.
Fuck how you feel and stay shitty about it.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
You already know.
Hey.
Whoa, what the you feel me today, bro? Who's this?
Yeah, let me sit on that.
We're gonna do one.
Oh man, all right.
I like the end where he goes. And I'm out. I'm out.
How's that? Can we see you, man? The most famous person in the car, man.
Famous Muay Thai fighter.
Well, appreciate y'all for being on. Finally, bruh, it's been. How long have I known you now?
What kind of whip is this?
It's a Honda.
Hey.
That's all I wanted to hear.
Nah. It's a Nissan.
Oh, it better not be.
I feel it.
Yeah, you know it. Shit, man.
Well, I would say about, what, a year or two?
Fuck,
You guys know each other?
Wow. Y'all the ones did it. Y'all was the ones started this shit.
Yeah, we definitely did. Oh, this
Right?
they do. Like Lexuses.
Lexus. And they run. They won't break down on you. Long
They
as you-
sprint.
As long
So what's the next best car to a Honda?
a Honda. I seen these cats gave me a shot. All right. They cracked 2 King Cobras. Each one of them had a King Cobra. Cracked it. And it said Honda.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, so boom.
What Bobo?
In
What
terms
Bobo?
of where
I don't know.
when we met,
Bobo probably.
I think it was.
Try number
He probably,
3.
he probably, what you go?
Alright. Maybe that was my fault. I left the door open. Yeah, it's that.
And we're back.
It's that
Mad
Honda
Dog's a
shit.
real one though.
He's
Real.
cool, man.
Yeah,
Mad
for
Dog's
real,
for
for real.
He's good people.
1,000 for sure. Yeah, how are we gonna start this now?
How long
yeah.
have you guys known each other?
Well, I've never met you in person. This
Yeah,
like
true.
today or like 2 days ago was the first time. So then like
So how long have we known each other? What, like,
I think I've actually known you for a year
has it been a year
already. Like when COVID hit, is when you
That's
called
when I
me.
became a fan.
I mean,
What,
likewise.
do you feel kind of weird saying that? You're like.
So you like him, right?
So you
Jesus
So you're saying
Christ.
you fuck with me then? So you fuck with me?
But I mean, I do have some like actual questions though, as far as like YouTube is pertained, and I don't go too long because you know you need to use the battery. But like,
Yeah.
I think the biggest question I got is like, what kept you, and even I know you didn't. You stopped.
What stopped you?
Let's get this out the way. I went to prison.
Well, we had,
I wish I
This is
could
my
have
bro.
blown up.
well, you had a real reason. Okay.
A lot of people don't know, but this is the OG of thrifting. Before
Wait, let
me,
him
before my
know,
brother
let him
Paul,
know.
RJ
Here we go.
Suave, not Rico Suave. Mad Dog clarified. But yeah, RJ Suave, he was doing thrifting on YouTube before me, before Paul.
There you go.
He's the OG.
He's big time, man. He's famous.
It's about who does it right, though.
And no one's still done it as right as him, my boy.
Well, I went to the pen. You know?
So I was doing something.
That sucked.
Yeah. Well, like, what kept you going then in this conversation? Like, as far as, bro, you've been doing it since 2012
was my first video. And then and yeah, I mean,
but in 2012 you couldn't even monetize. No one even knew what YouTube was supposed to be.
Yeah, I never thought it was gonna be like business. So when I started, I got my first 150 subscribers from Jacob Keller. You know, he shouted me out, made his little intro, and to be honest, my goal was to start a clothing brand, and then get like a couple hundred people.
Was that also Keller's ambition too, or he was just like, I want to do YouTube?
I don't know what his ambition was, because eventually he got to a point where
he did.
Well, yeah, but he also stopped doing YouTube entirely, and the brand that he obviously does now is probably nothing like what he thought he wanted to do back then.
Right.
But I think he just got kind of like irritated with the transitioning of it. And it is like, you know, we talked about the other day, every time you do a video, it's a performance review. It's like every time you do a video, that's like, is that going to be the end of it?
Yeah.
You know, or do people gonna like it? If they don't like
quit.
It, yeah, exactly.
It's 10,000 people watch this. Sucks.
And the moment you don't do something,
that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah. And the moment you do something that you want to do, that people subscribe to you for something else, like for you, it's like probably trend videos, is like the thing where it's like, you know.
Oh, that one thing you mean they catch you for?
Yeah, that they, you know, for me, obviously it's Supreme.
Yeah,
you know, and being that I don't really do Supreme videos anymore, some of my other videos, thankfully, like because I've been doing it for so long, I started off with low-key brands, trips to the thrift, then did Supreme, still did trips to the thrift a lot more, less frequently, but a lot like more intermittently, and then now obviously more focused on like thrifts and like sneakers.
So then there was, I mean, yeah, that's how you started, but then what told you to keep going though? Like
I just consistently saw numbers go up, but like it was never a money thing. Like I said, like it never made me a lot of money, but I just saw my subscribers keep going up. I've never had a month where I was like negative on subscribers or views or anything. So I was just like, even though it was slow, because I didn't really get any. I mean, the first 4 years, me and him talked about it. The first 4 years, I didn't get anything really out of it. The first 5 years, honestly, I think I did 400 videos before I actually started getting a following where it was like.
So it was like a lot earlier. You said up until 2015, right?
Yeah. Well, even in 2015, I didn't really have followers like that. It was like 2017 was probably when I really started getting followers.
And that breaking point for you was Supreme videos.
Supreme for sure. Yeah.
Videos.
And it was like I said, it was all because I became homies with the subscriber.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, how would you say that? What do you? Okay. I mean, I already know the answer to this, but like, what do you think is what people like know you for, and what do you want people to now know you for?
That's a good question. I mean? That's like, a good question.
We're getting deep.
I think most people know me.
Right?
I think most people know me for Supreme, for sure. There's no doubt about that. That's like, I would say like a lot of people walk up to me, but I do get a lot of people that walk up to me and they'll be like, "Yo, I've been fucking with the thrift videos."
Yeah.
I think that like I don't regret doing the Supreme videos, because at the end of the day, Supreme is how I helped my mom with a lot of her treatment when she was going through cancer, how I helped my parents out with their bills financially. So if I could go back and do it all again, I would for sure do it 100 times over, because it's like, without that, I would have never had the opportunity to provide for my family the way that I do currently.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have come from Supreme and they've, you know, done, oh, he's here. They've come from Supreme and they've been like, yo, I've watched the thrift videos, or you got me into thrifting. I used to only rock with Supreme, but now I've been, you know, fucking with the vintage or fucking with the thrifting videos, or, you know, you got me into this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't go back, but I would like to eventually, like, you know, you've seen it. I've shown you a couple pieces. I think in general, most people, when they see my collection or my clothing, they start to realize like, okay, there's more than just Supreme.
Right.
You know, I like people to kind of see, because I just like clothes. I like all clothes.
Right.
Anything from vintage to high end to, you know, I still have stuff from 10 Deep.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Let me get out. Holler number.
Oh yeah, you good. Yeah, for sure.
So I think that's
free to go.
Yeah. Yes.
You guys fuck with me?
Do you guys fuck? I did want to ask this, and I don't know how much more we're gonna keep going, but with Supreme, it really felt like there was a timeline, and now I don't know how people feel about Supreme right now because of the company, whatever, and resale and whatever it is, how hyped it was, and now how hyped it isn't. But do you think the same thing is going to happen with vintage? And vintage has a timeline.
So I think it depends, right? So to me, vintage has had a lot, like, you know, like stocks. Like you're like stocks.
Oh,
like socks. You know about socks?
Yes, I know about
the knit of socks. You probably know about socks too. But
you seen these socks out here going crazy, boy?
But like, I feel like vintage had a healthier trajectory, right? Like a healthier graph of like it spurts. Because even when I got into vintage, like, you know, I got into thrifting in, I mean, now 2013, I think was like, and maybe 2014 was my first trip to the thrift.
Right.
So 7-8 years, and even back then, like, the shit was cool. It wasn't like it is now where it's blowing up, but yeah, I think that it's had a healthier like progression than Supreme,
because it does feel like it literally just pushed the box logo over and was like, we are doing vintage now, guys.
But and the other thing too is, and it depends, right? Because the other thing too is, a lot of people can get into Supreme, but not a lot of people really have a tie with Supreme. Like if you get into vintage, right, and you cop a certain shirt, like it might have some kind of reference for you or your upbringing or certain things.
Nostalgia.
Style.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like RJ's wearing the E40 tee.
Right.
You know, you being from the Bay.
Right.
Like, and then me even
recognize that.
Even me just coming up and being a fan of a lot of Bay Area artists like E40, Selly Cell, you know, artists like that, Drew Down. Like those are all artists that coming from the Northwest.
Right.
You know, we've always looked at the Bay like, oh man, like
relatable.
Yeah, exactly. We kind of like essentially just copy a lot of the stuff that happens in the Bay.
Yeah.
So, you know, I would see something like that and it's like, that's a memory for you.
Yeah.
You cop a box logo, that's not really, you know. Now, people who kind of get deep into Supreme and look at it beyond just the box logo or just the hype pieces, one thing I've always appreciated about Supreme is that they do a lot of collaborations and reference a lot of pieces that are harder to get, you know. Like,
right, no, I get that.
Like last season, the Hysteric Glamour collab, I still tell a lot of people, like, last season was one of my favorite seasons. They did the Hysteric Glamour collab, they did the dunks, which they used the exact same like star, the exact same pattern that they did on the original Dunk Highs. I think it's cool what they do, man. I think they kill it.
Yeah, I feel
so, and I still like Supreme too. That's another thing, is like, I feel like a lot of people, they look at it as hypebeast brand.
Well, they're catching on now, and they're seeing your videos now, and then there's certain times where you don't trash it, but
oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's like you do, but you don't, right?
I go in,
it's
but it's
like,
because they release so much product. Someone just commented, and they were like,
you can't like everything, bro.
Yeah, someone
like,
just
you're not
commented,
supposed to.
and they were like, oh, you're gonna trash everything. I'm like, bro, there's a lot of pieces in that lookbook that even this season that I love.
Yeah.
You know, I rated a 6.5. If I hated everything, it'd be a 0. You know?
I think that's like a real true fan. Like, a fan of a brand is like, you're willing to criticize the brand that you love.
Yeah, and it's not like it's, you know, like it's not like Balenciaga or Louis Vuitton where they're releasing X amount. Supreme releases a lot.
Right,
like,
yeah, I saw the photo. It was like decked out.
It's a shit ton. And I think a lot of people, if you don't go for it week after week, you don't realize how much they really release. Like, it's insane. Yeah. So, of course, they're gonna miss 50, 60, 70% of the, like, I've legit always said, half the lookbook is trash. That should be like a quote. Like, if I had to get
it does feel
YouTube
like merch.
Yearbook,
like half of it feels like merch.
Yeah,
because it's a skate brand. I mean, you know, or it's supposed to be a skate brand.
Yeah.
How much? Okay, not to talk about Supreme too much. How much of the skating part of Supreme's ethos is even still there?
I think it depends on where you are. Probably in like LA and New York, you know. But
is mostly like skateboarders wearing Supreme?
Not mostly. Definitely not mostly.
Oh.
But I mean, that's like, I don't think that really matters. I think that's like I don't think that critique. It's like, it's how many evolved, right? How much of the ethos of Stussy is still surfers? You know, like the people wearing Stussy is like,
does wear?
Like, you know,
specifically. Anyways,
I think every brand, like most streetwear brands have to start off with as a lifestyle brand.
Right.
Some of them genuinely do.
Yeah.
You know, but there's an interview, and I've always said this because when I first started like doing videos about Supreme, people used to be like, "But you don't skateboard," and I can always admit.
In what year?
When I first started doing videos, I think it was 2016, so it wasn't even like, you know, maybe like early 2017.
Right.
But I've
never
always
get that now,
bro. Legit, like,
never.
What's funny is, so when I first did it, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, you don't even skateboard." I've always said a lot of my style comes from skaters.
Oh, 100%.
Especially because I used to ride bikes.
Yeah.
So it's like I used to always be at the skate park. Like, I would kick it with a lot of my homies who would BMX at the skate park. I used to just ride dirt. So it's like, a lot of my style is definitely influenced by skate culture, especially because the only BMX stuff I was copping was from Dance Comp magazine. Have you ever heard of that?
Sounds familiar. I've never bought into it.
I used to get stuff from like FBM, Scavenger, UGP, stuff like that. But
right. I mean, but streetwear has a huge side of it is skate culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Period, regardless of whether you participate or not. Yeah.
Exactly. And so that was the thing. But what's funny about that is people would say that, and I would always tell them, James Jebbia admitted in an interview he's never ridden a skateboard.
What? Oh, he's never. Was he a surfer
never ridden a skateboarder. Not as far as I know. No, he's just been in streetwear.
He's the original owner?
He's a fucking businessman.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Oh, well then that shit don't matter at all. Man.
Exactly. That's what I always tell people.
But also, wait, hold on. Supreme has been sold now how many times? Twice?
Well, no. So they sold the majority of the shares. They didn't sell the whole brand. Now they sold the brand. I think it's only ever officially been sold once. Now it's actually, I believe, owned by the VF Corporation.
Got you.
Prior, the Carlyle Group purchased 50% of the shares.
Right.
And so, you know, I'm too poor to understand how all that works. But that's, I'm pretty sure there's a difference.
So how about this? So like with like talking away from Supreme at this point, what are you buying into right now? And
brand wise?
Yeah, because I feel like Supreme and brands like Supreme, Babe, Stussy, or Off-White, they feel like entry level brands at times for people to get into it. And then
I feel like Stussy's made a huge comeback the last couple of years.
100%,
I still buy a lot of
1000%. Those varsities go stupid.
Yeah, they're fire.
But those brands in general, they do, feed as a or seem as like an entry level brand for people to get into it. They get into streetwear, then they go, oh, what's all this other stuff? So what have you been getting into more lately? I know it's vintage. I know you dived in the bins and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've always been into vintage, so I wouldn't even say that's like a lately thing because I've always had cool vintage pieces in my collection.
Yeah.
I would say like in terms of like styles that I've been diving into lately that's new for me, it would be like high-end pieces because like I never had the money before to purchase a lot of those things, and now that content is kind of the excuse to pay for some of those things.
Well, also you get the brand deals and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. So like the Farfetch deal, like we talked about the pants that I'm wearing right now, these like Acne Studio joints, I would have never purchased these if it wasn't for the fact that I had that deal with Farfetch. Obviously, I just wouldn't have had the opportunity, not because I don't like them. It's one of the things that I say is like, one of the reasons why I love those videos is because it allows me to get stuff that I would have otherwise probably never purchased because I wouldn't have been open to paying the price tag necessarily.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But what's funny is ever since I started doing these videos, like just the other day, I sent a joking email to Farfetch, and it's like I legit spend all the money that I get from any of those videos
on the stuff.
On the stuff. Like I went and bought a 424 jacket that I fuck with super
make some
tough.
nice ones.
I love 424 still. I bought a pair of
you got Hair and Preston jeans and all that kind of stuff. I saw those were pretty hard. Yeah.
I got a pair of the I'm gonna say it wrong so people might roast me. It's AMI Paris, AMI Paris. I heard Daniel say it.
I don't think I know.
But
that one.
But I bought a pair of those denims, and I think I bought another pair of Toga Varillas. But basically, I just.
So it's like a real blend then with you then.
Yeah, it's literally everything. Like I have everything from, like I said, high end to.
And do you think that progression of your style of like, because it seems like you buy the thrifting stuff that could be like 50 cents a t-shirt like in the bins to something that's designer, and do you think the reason of that is because of thrifting and vintage? Because that's what happens when you like go thrifting, you end up seeing like a designer piece and then you see like something that's like, I don't know, it's trash just to one man but treasure to another.
I think it's just because I love clothes. Like I just genuinely like clothes. Like to be honest, most times if I'm not traveling or if I'm not somewhere, I'm not dressed up super crazy. I'm not pulling out a lot of my pieces. Like I genuinely will have a closet, and sometimes like I just get excited over the clothes. Like if you were to come over to my house, I'd be like, bro, check this out. And you'd see me,
I already know.
Like
if I'm coming to Seattle, I'm coming to see Jacob Sar's.
Yeah.
I gotta see the stuff. I gotta see what's in there, bro. There's gonna be some wild shit for sure.
Yeah, and like that's the thing is I think a lot of people just expect it. And it's funny because I've always said I don't really like box logos like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like I said, everything from regular, just generic ass tees from, the 1970s, the 1980s to 90s. Any real era, to even like early 2000s rap tees, I mean, there's like literally almost every. I feel like there's a wide selection of stuff that I like, and I appreciate it all because even when you look at vintage, like a lot of those pieces were manufactured differently. A lot of the prints were done differently. We talked about that the other night.
100%. All the race car tees and shit.
Yeah, and it's just cool seeing like how they did stuff differently back then, or also seeing how they create shit now. And what I think is the coolest is seeing a piece now and then seeing what they reference.
Oh yeah, well everything's a reference at this point. There is no such thing as non-reference, bro. Yeah. Unless you're like avant, I guess.
Yeah.
Now I do have a couple more questions before the sun goes down.
For sure.
What is your take on those who participate in, like, you know, the iceberg thing that we talked about?
Yeah.
Like top would be, I don't know, someone that just got into it. Then on the bottom it's like archival, avant-garde, fashion, whatever fashion means to you. What is your take on it? Because I understand where you and either someone like myself would stop or take it as far, but I think you're a little bit more way more experimental than me. That's for sure.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I
think so. I like. I think every level of that iceberg is cool and has its place, and I can respect aspects of each and every one. There's not a single one I would hate on.
Right.
What I hate about every single level of that iceberg is that they all hate on each other.
Right.
That's the corniest shit to me,
like,
bro.
there's a level to it. There's an iceberg.
Yeah, bro. I would see these guys like I've said this before to Sanjeev when I was in London. I linked up with him and did a little video like styled by the best.
Yeah, shout out to Sanjeev.
Yeah, and so and I would always tell him like, bro, I get so irritated with these fucking cornballs that will sit here in their fucking Suey Cokes and Raph Simmons jumpers at the time.
Right.
With the little I Heart RS,
right, yeah.
And or RS or whatever, and they'd be like, I'm
into fashion.
And they'd have the audacity to comment on a photo of me with like a stack of boxes. I was like, fucking hype. I'm like, bro, at least I'm gonna sell these boxes. I'm gonna pay my mom's rent for the next year.
So basically each level has a level of being a hype beast.
Yeah, exactly. That's my whole point. Is every single level is a hype beast. It's just that the ones that are the surface level box logos are the ones that's the one thing I don't like, is kind of the hatred. If you really like clothes, to me, in my opinion, you can appreciate every single level, and if you feel like someone's too deep into that, then that is simply just your prerogative, and you should appreciate it. Hey, maybe at some point they will either no longer be into clothes or they'll start to appreciate other things. You know, I mean, a lot of the stuff I started with, I didn't have access to internet really like that, so I mean, I always appreciated things like you know, like for example, when I was homeless, I used to go to the library, and I would sit there, I would sign into the library computer, and you'd get like these little 30-minute things. I would sit there and look at Gucci, and at that time Gucci wasn't as loud as it is now. Right. But I just wanted to someday own a Gucci trench coat. I just remember thinking like, someday I'm gonna get a Gucci trench coat. I'm gonna look like a fucking player in Europe. All those fucking cool guys in Europe with their hair slicked back, looking all fucking dapper and
At
shit.
least once. At least you gotta do it once. You gotta do it once.
And you know, eventually when I got into stuff, like it was all to like go to downtown, so it was all like SBs, it was like skate clothes, or you know, mallcore brands like, you know, like 10 Deep, which I guess at the time wasn't a mallcore brand, but 10 Deep.
It did become one later, but
yeah, exactly. Stussy, which actually at the time was a mallcore brand, and
but
then
now it's
removed.
like, yeah, it's not reversed. Yeah, that's weird. Well, it's still there, but yeah,
I think they removed it from the
like Nordstrom's and shit. I think it's still
really.
Well, that's a higher mallcore type.
Yeah, I feel like they
level.
removed it from most of them, but maybe Nordstrom's. You know, Nordstrom's does their thing. Shout out, they're a little Washington company. But yeah, so yeah, their headquarters is in Washington. I'm pretty sure they originated in Washington, but yeah. So I think that like when it comes to that, like I said, I just wish there was less hatred and more like just like, yo, if you really rock with what you're wearing, it shouldn't matter what another man is wearing.
100%.
If you really care, like if I look at you and I'm like, oh bro, you're wearing a Balenciaga tee, bro, then I'm a fucking cornball. And at that point, like, I don't really like clothes for myself. I like clothes because I think it's like some cool elitist status symbol. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like that's my whole take on it. Right. So anytime I see like negative shit like that, I'm just like, this guy doesn't even really like what he thinks he's like he's doing this for, in my opinion, it's just like
flex. I will say this though, as much as I hate it, I wish that I agree with you, it will never go away.
Oh yeah, it'll always be that's the thing, is it'll always be a thing to say I'm cool. Yeah. You know, I think when
it's something that anybody
even when
can
I started,
into.
when I started, I'm not gonna lie and be like, it wasn't like I didn't, you know, when I started, it was because 1000%, bro. I'll say this, but then I've said this before. My first time ever getting fitted was my best friend's 2nd grade, Joshua Means. His last name's tattooed on me, by any means, which is also a very popular phrase, which was popularized by Malcolm X. Technically, by any means necessary. Anyways. Referenced by Supreme Law. But my best friend's 2nd grade, he convinced me. So at the time, I would literally wear skate shoes, the same BMX hoodie every single day, and some size 32 Dickies. And he convinced me. He was like, convinced me to get some fitted pants. There's some pants that fit somewhat regular. I went to Club Friday off 9th and Pacific in Tacoma, and I remember there were girls that were like, "Oh, you're so cute, you're so dip." And I remember thinking, I am going to wear so many fitted pants for the rest of my life. All these girls are feeling me. What's up, baby?
You're like, I realize why no one's talking to me now.
You legit.
I look like I'm in
I look like I
2004.
was homeless. You know? So.
Okay. All right. Last question. You don't have to go too far into it, but I'll just be blunt with it. So, do you think that you'll ever not do Supreme videos ever again? And do you think you'll ever quit YouTube?
I think everyone will quit YouTube. Eventually. I hate to say it because YouTube is obviously something that's a big part of my life now.
Yeah.
As for Supreme videos, it just depends on what they drop. You know, I'm at a point now, I've done two Supreme videos in like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
And I don't see myself doing a Supreme video unless I genuinely want to make it.
Yeah.
With the last drop list that I did, I was on the fence about it, and I'm glad I made it. But I definitely I don't like doing regular Supreme content. I haven't for a long time. It's just been repetitive. So yeah, I think where I'm at now, I like my current content so much better, and I have so much more fun. Like when I would do a Supreme video, I would never rewatch it. I didn't want to like.
Yeah, that's how you know it's not.
Yeah,
that's how you know it's not.
With my new stuff, I go back and there's things that like a lot of people won't catch. You know, like I went to my friend Kayrims' like birthday celebration, who passed away, but we still obviously celebrate his birthday and his passing, you know. And so like I'll include little things that I can go back and watch and be like, oh, I remember that. Yeah. You know, that is a lot more enjoyable than just sitting in front of a camera and saying like, oh, here's a bukkake colored jacket.
Why is it gotta be bukkake though?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The color of 1,000 nuts.
Bukkake hat. Alright, I think that's it. This sun's about to go down, and we gotta get out of this car.
We gotta get some flicks for the gram. My boy Keezy just drove like an hour and some change
for a photo.
For the
and this. All right.
Yeah,
justified.
This.
Justified.
Facts.
For sure.
He's a real one.
I appreciate
He's
it.
a Honda.
Honda. Let's get a.
I'll see y'all next time. There's like 20 of them. I'll see you next time, man. Hell yeah. If I ever come to Seattle, for sure.
You better come.
We're gonna make it work.
You better come. Hey, stay at my crib. You got a place to stay.
Absolutely, man. For sure. This is the practice lot. Yo, let's go! Let's go! Oh, he gonna go! He's gonna keep it lit! He gonna keep it lit! Oh my God! Hey!
About to have fun with it. He said, what you think you about to get on? He said, fuck you.
We gonna go get on. Oh no.
He went around that way. That's the truth, bro. That nigga funny. Bro, you got this.
Wait,
bro.
trying to do nothing. told him too.
No, she couldn't tell him the boys are looking for him. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to warn your dumb ass. He just fucked this shit up driving over that big ass disc truck. Couldn't even shake me in this truck. I'm like, you can't take no turns, man. You got no bars.
He ain't got no bars. So if you made it this far in the video, big shout out to you. I do have a couple of things I wanted to open up. I just got them in the mail, and oh no! Oh my CD! Look how many I already bought within like a week or two. Like I understand that this is not content that people care about, honestly. Yeah. So I found this on eBay for super cheap. Fizz Nation Volume 4. Like I said in the video earlier, you see this stamp right here. This is Mac Dre's stamp. I believe he was already using this. It might have been during the time he was still alive, but then after he passed, like anybody that had the Mac Dre Fizz Nation stamp, it's like you knew it was like an official. Like you already kind of knew it was gonna be fire too. There's like multiple CDs in here. Oh bruh, Fizz Nation DVD. I didn't even know that was in there. I thought it was just a CD. I got the DVD. Ooh, this is so fire. I gotta buy a DVD player now because I don't even have a CD player. Bro, this is so sick. This is when Babgate was still going and all that stuff, boy, so sick. This is, this right here. I bought another copy because talk about something that literally lives rent-free in my head. Like this shit right here lives rent-free in my head. Like you see where Yuckmouth right here, he's wearing the A's cap, the black one. I know in the past I kind of told you guys about how that specific color in A's cap is like my favorite one. It was my favorite one because of Block Report. For the longest time I didn't own the DVD. It's on YouTube as well, but I think there's extras that I haven't watched before, but just knowing that I own 2 copies now. Yeah, I got 2 copies of it. I also know the person that actually shot this. Shout out to Justin Lomax, Vinny, I think Yvonne Nares, and then also just the whole Imperial Productions. I'm pretty sure I know who made this whole CD, or DVD, I'm sorry. I do got one last one right here. I almost forgot I bought this. I started to figure out that a lot of the stuff actually is not for retail anymore, and because some of them are cheap. You can buy some of the CDs, like old artist CDs, you know, way back, because no one cares about CDs, not really. But depending on the artist, some of them go for a lot of money. A lot of the old Jacka, Jack of all trades, the Jack artists, Tear Gas goes for a lot of money. People charging $220, $180 for a CD. It's like crazy, you know? So I guess there's a resale for everything. But I still have the Tear Gas sitting over there somewhere, but I made sure I got this. This is definitely one of my most favorite Jacka albums. Actually, this is one of my most favorite Bay Area albums, period. You know how many classics are on here? Like, the Jacka himself is just, you know, is a Bay Area legend, straight up. May he rest in peace. You know, I don't know how else to end this video. I guess I'm gonna end it here. If people want to know, like, really kind of what drives me and what got me into like clothing, really was like Bay Area rap. Like I tell people that all the time, you know, and if I were to really think about it, like how I dress now, how I dress back then, minus all the things that kind of happened in the last 4 years, but if we were to talk about back then and now, like I'm really just going back and buying all that stuff that really inspired me, and like the mixtapes and the CDs and stuff. I think there's a lot of specifically within the Bay Area, like the hyphy movement times was one of the most like creative times for the Bay Area. It was a huge movement, and that was a lot of things that got me into what I'm into now. And I feel like just even the mixtape era too is a lot of what I'm doing as well. Not making music, obviously, but just like the mixtape era and remixing songs. Like back then I would listen to Bay artists and I would be so in tune with Bay Area rap that like they would make mixtapes, remix the song, have it on like an East Coast instrumental, like a Dipset instrumental, and I didn't even know because I didn't listen to East Coast rap. I didn't listen to anything like mainstream at that time. This is way back when. and I would listen to the Bay Area rap CDs. So then when I hear the mainstream one, I'm like, wait, did they steal the beat? And then I'm like, wait, I like the Bay version better. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that idea is the same thing that people do, whether it be creating content on YouTube, even to this day, or even just making clothes, right? It's like you take something that inspires you, you take something that you like, and you remix it, you kind of make it your own. And that's what I'm kind of doing with my own content and with Haven Court at the end of it, you know? So I'm gonna keep this short, but I will be buying more of this. It's good to know that some of it is pretty affordable and some of it's still laying somewhere on eBay and shit like that. And every once in a while I'll get a couple CDs, make sure I can finish like all the compilations and stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed the content. I don't know when the next video is going to be. I'll see y'all next time. It ain't easy. Peace. I just washed my hands. Yeah, it's wet, it's nasty. Yeah, I got this for you though. That mint, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah, I got that at cause remember I told you it was like reselling now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they I found 3 copies left, and then I was like, for sure, give me all 3.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, I got one for Lonnie too.
This is what I was telling you about. Remember, I was like, I had this, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know where that shit is now.
Yeah, they do actually sell a record of it. I just, you know, but I was like, I'm getting the CD.
I need a new space for this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Look, love you, Ye.
Oh,
I love
dang!
You,
you can put it side by side.
I mean, we don't have to. You know what I mean? That's a jack of all trades.
Oh
right here,
shit!
boy.
Oh, you didn't break them open yet. I'm surprised.
Nah, I opened that one.
Yeah.
I went over it, but I haven't opened anything else. Ye can hang out over here.
Hang over here.